From RoboCop in Shanghai to raccoons and trampolines, one thing is clear, guys, reality is getting really weird, right?
So RoboCop is out here directing traffic like it's 2099, and JP Morgan just dropped the real dystopia. The cost of homeownership is now 45% more.
Woo! 45% more.
45% more.
Okay.
Over what duration of time?
Well, in the past few years, it's just became increasingly more expensive. JP Morgan just released some analysis on this and said the cost for new entry into the housing market is 45% more. What do you think? Comment, rent, or buy? How are you feeling about this? Is this on trend?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
Well, and not only that, like rents are through the roof, right? Like it is. When
They
you
have
just
to come
look at-
down, though, soon, right?
They have gone down, but they've gone down from an all-time high. Thanks for the 5% adjustment after the 300% increase.
Let's put this into perspective. So 45% more. The cost to buy a home is 45% more. Let's break that down into some real numbers.
Yeah, so if it costs to buy a home, you got 20% down, right? You got closing costs.
Not always 20% down.
Not
That's
always,
actually
yeah.
a big
I mean,
myth.
FHA.
In
Okay,
fact, most people don't put 20% down. Most people that buy a home
are
put
doing
less.
FHA, the
Probably,
first,
yeah,
the first
the
one.
3.5 to 10%.
Yeah, we're talking about first-time home buyers or all home buyers.
New entries
New
into the
okay.
housing market, yeah.
I mean, when you move in, you got security deposits like for electric, gas, water. You got moving costs. Movers are probably more expensive. Furniture is more expensive.
Everything is
Blinds.
definitely more expensive. And this was, to answer Elliot's question, this was between 2019 and 2024. And I think the big thing here is the mortgage interest rates, right? In 2019, we had a 3.7% on average interest rate, and now we're at a 6.9%, or at least it was in 2024 as of this reading. So the interest rate is definitely the driver of all things. And are we going to get some relief? The Fed meets this week. And what the poly market is showing is likely no. We likely will not get a cut.
There's like a 3% chance that they're going to cut. they're up in their $2.5 billion
like,
remodel and just kind of like,
does he just want to like
no, let's keep them high. These poor bastards.
It's like they want to like extra confirm that inflation is come down, right? Because the inflation came in at what?
No, I think it's political. It's political.
I do too, but is that going to be his crutch? Because that would be the only reason to say why he's not going to lower interest rates, because that's a false report on inflation. Because if inflation's low, they should adjust the interest rates.
So you think that the only indicator of whether or not
I'm going off of historical actions.
Historically, inflation has been the driver of whether or not they cut the rates, hold steady, or increase.
Correct.
Or job losses. I mean, that's usually
right. And there were a lot
losses.
of new jobs created, and so I think that that's positive economic news, which is not good news for rate cutting. So is homeownership still worth it, or is it face planting like the Savannah Banana baseball player on live TV?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Ouch.
Yes. Did you see that? Ouch is right. So is homeownership still a worthy goal? Here's a video that we want to roll about homeownership and Bitcoin.
Have you already invested in Bitcoin?
Nah. We're buying a house. That's the real investment.
Breaking news. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high to save, the most profitable asset of the millennium.
Yeah, but you can't live in your Bitcoin, dumbass. Kids! This is it. We finally did it. This is our house, our generational wealth. This is better than Bitcoin. This is our retirement account. It's only going up from here.
Honey, the faucet's dripping again.
Relax, it's just a damn washer. I watched the video. Oh, come on. Why is this even connected to the dishwasher? Told you I'd fix it. Leaks fear me. Bitcoin's pumping again. Wish I wasn't blowing so much fixing this house. That's not mold. That's patina. They charge extra for that in France. Why pay a guy when I can fix it myself? It's all right. We'll fix the roof. Property values always go up. That's how we get rich.
Honey, how are we supposed to get rich if we can't even sell it?
You too now? Mortgage, repairs, HOA, taxes. Did we even live this month? I wish there was a way to buy Bitcoin with the money I've already put into the house.
The comment, you can't live in your Bitcoin, I relate to that, to be real. And you really cannot live in your Bitcoin. Plus, we all need a place to call home. There's still the tax advantage. There's still the up to $500,000 in tax-free gain that you can claim. And what data shows is that homeowners are 43 times wealthier than renters.
Well, tell that to somebody that bought 1,000 Bitcoin in 2011 for $100 a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They can definitely be living in their Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, they can definitely be living in Bitcoin.
And it's probably pretty big.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a big mansion.
Yeah, that whale that just sold off last week sold $9 billion
Yeah,
of Bitcoin.
he bought in
50,000.
2009,
Yeah.
bought 50,000 Bitcoin, and I think it was for $50,000, and he just cashed out for $9.6 billion. I think he can live in his Bitcoin.
Did he sell all of his Bitcoin?
I mean,
was
they
actually
don't know
curious
who
on
this
that
person
if it-
is.
I didn't know if
And
the
it's-
wallet was completely unloaded.
And
It was a wallet.
I called Jason out on this too. Why do we assume it's a he?
It's
Like
a she.
the wallet,
It
the
definitely
wallet
is a she.
has no gender
They.
association, but
It.
everyone uses
They.
the word he.
They.
It's
Fair
very, very annoying being a female.
That's
Anyway,
fair enough.
comment one word. What do you think is the right move? Is it drywall or crypto?
Crypto for sure. Get
Well,
rid of
hold
your
on. I do
house.
have one more
buy some
little point
crypto.
that I think that is important on this. I mean, it is a valid argument. It all depends on when you enter, 100%. But the other thing to remember with a house is that you have 100% appreciation on the total value, which a lot of times your cash on cash might be only 3.5%, like we were talking about. But yet you're appreciating at 5% on the total value. Where, don't get me wrong, your Bitcoin, let's say you take the $15,000 or whatever that is that you put in there, you have 15%. And yes, even though that goes up at 50%, well, that cash on cash return for that asset is going to be amazing. But sometimes I think there's an argument to be had. At the end of the day, I think you need both.
Well, that's
really what
I
it
mean,
comes
Bitcoin's gone up on average 55% over the
Right.
last 4 years.
Right.
So if it continues to go up 55%, I mean, your $15,000 or your $20,000
It
that you have
turns-
that you put in a house, I mean, it could be pretty close to it.
Yep.
But I mean, will houses continue to go up
They have.
5, 6, 7% every year?
They have.
They have, but
For 100
I'm not,
years.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
feel
on
like
average.
the last few years they haven't.
I feel like they haven't as well, and you still see the data coming out that shows that home prices are still appreciating, in mass. And I would really like to drill that down, because what it seems like to me is most markets are seeing a year-over-year decline in prices. And so, how is it that we're getting these national increases in home prices? Something smells off
Something's
to me.
a little fishy.
Something
Or it's the
see-
average homes.
Yeah.
That could be the other thing, too, is the lower price points going up. It's pushing those numbers.
Well, here's some news that might have you jumping for joy like a raccoon. Wage growth is outpacing rent. So for the past 31 consecutive months, we have seen wage growth outpace apartment rents. So
That's
good
all right.
news, right?
Affordability.
Yes.
Right.
Congrats on that 50% or 50-cent raise.
Yeah, well, and I think that sometimes these get underappreciated because it creates
Yeah.
liquidity. Liquidity, if done correctly, is money in the marketplace. It's money in crypto. It's savings to buy a house. It's right. We need liquidity to move forward. If you have more month than you have money, you always have problems.
Or is it being able to DoorDash an extra time or two? Maybe not use the buy now, pay later option.
That's at least money in the marketplace. I mean, that is the only advantage. I mean, that's not always my recommendation, but it is at least money in the marketplace.
You know, that really pisses me off when people complain about money and then they have DoorDash, you know, so they're DoorDashing stuff and it's like, really? Like, get in your car and go buy yourself the burrito.
Convenience is king.
Yeah, but convenience costs a lot of money, and if you don't have the money, why would you do it?
So it's a luxury product.
Yeah.
And being peddled on everyone.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that some even DoorDashers, people that do DoorDash, probably have things DoorDash to them.
I was just having a conversation with somebody about this very topic recently, and I'll leave the names out because they watch and this could be assimilate to them. So essentially, there was a shared credit card that was being utilized. It was on accident, but anyway, part of that was like normal expenses. And it was like, I'm unfamiliar with some of these things, but like Snapchat Plus, like all these other like fees that totaled it up in a monthly basis to $480. And this person is one of those people that claims to never have any money. And so my conversation with the person who was having to seek back getting reimbursed was, well, no wonder why you don't have any money, because you're wasting it. Like $480 to somebody that is a single person and, you know, single bills, whatever else, that could be some of your fun money.
I think you just doxed who it is, by the way.
Hey,
I'll tell you offline.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that guy that does that, or he talks to somebody and he goes through all their bills and goes through their credit card
Caleb.
bills?
Yeah.
Caleb, yeah. And I mean, it's insane how people,
call people out.
Yeah, it's just like,
You say you have no money. Why did you spend $782 on DoorDash last month?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's where your money's going.
So wage growth outpacing rent. What do you think? Is it believable? Comment paycheck or price tag and let us know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.